Folks, Jason here. Looks like we're up and running. Good morning to everyone, wherever you are on this lovely day. Fantastic where I am. Hopefully it's great where you are. Stay safe in lockdown if you're in there. The Victorians are out. Fantastic. Welcome to another Wealth Coffee Chat, 4th of August. Good morning, Simon. Good to see you, mate. A few of the crew are jumping on now. Simon's there, James there. Morning, my love. How you going? Morning, Alison. There's Jay. Good morning. Bridget's there too. Getting a bit of a wind up now. A few people jumping on, which is awesome. Welcome back to the regulars. Dane, mate, how are you? And Deanne, good morning. Good to see the regulars jumping on, as always. Jimmy, good to see you, mate. Sonia, a few of the crew. Anyone catching any of the Olympics? Hopefully you are. I'm seeing it second hand or third hand, one way, shape or form. Anyone who's new, if you're new here, give us a shout out in the chat. Say good day. Riley, good morning, mate. Aaron, how you doing? Great to see you guys up and into it early in the morning. So great to see everyone. Yeah, if you're new, give us a shout out. Jason Witten's my name. If you haven't met me before or stumbled across this Wealth Coffee Chat in the mornings, get together with a few crew, a few mad, crazy, passionate property investors, and we talk a little bit about real estate investing and, you know, all the things that go with it, the mental, emotional, tactical, strategic things that we need to do as property investors to go the distance when it comes to property investing. I say this all the time. It's a marathon, not a sprint, gang. And the idea is to buy really good properties, keep them forever. It's a really simple concept. It's easy to say, but it's quite difficult to do. The challenge I find... Hey, morning, Nathan. How are you, mate? Good to see you, brother. Hopefully you're awesome and well. Anita, great to see you. The challenge I find, team, gang, with going the distance, what we've recognised over the last 20-odd years is that it's easy to buy. It's actually the acquisition, the buying stage over this period of time, right? Now, you guys have seen us do these ones before, right? You know, we get into our timeline. You know, that might be a 15 to 20-year timeline for a really good property investment portfolio. And this is where we are in acquisitions. We're buying our properties. And, you know, we've got a little bit of time to own those properties. The buying part, to buy, is actually really easy. Buying simple, buying straightforward. In reality, in comparison to the distance, the time it takes to hold those properties. Hold. Buy well, never sell, go the distance is the thing I want to talk about today, because there are 4 advisors that many of us rely on, unfortunately, that are not very good property investors. They're not property experts. They're not wealthy when it comes to real estate. Very sadly, many of them are, half of them at least, are anti-property because for whatever reason, often they have a negative experience with their clients, et cetera, et cetera. But what are the 4? Who are the 4? I'm going to chuck it out to you guys right now. Just give us a little shout out in the chat, gang. Who are the 4 advisors / professionals? Sometimes I don't want to call them that, to be quite honest. Licensed providers, let's call them that. Who are the 4 most influential by default advisors, professionals, providers in the marketplace that a lot of unsophisticated Uncle Joey, yeah, he doesn't even have a license, Dino. Who are the 4 professionals that by default we go, oh yeah, these people must know. All right. Who are the 4 people? And here's the 4. Okay. Yeah, barbecue, Dad. Often our family, well-meaning, says a lot of things that they shouldn't as well. Number 1, team, a bunch of you guys are on it. The accountant. Okay, number 1, the accountant. Number 2, the fin planner. Yep, planner or advisor. Okay, depending on what you call them, the financial planner or advisor. Now, what we are socialized to believe that these 2 professionals are experts in every single thing in the whole entire world. My accountant should know. Now, that would be great in a perfect world, but that's not the case, team. Okay, most accountants aren't financially wealthy themselves. They're not. They do taxes for. Who does the accountant work for, gang? They don't work for you. Just so you know, they are an extension of the ATO. And when they don't behave, and this is not anything against the accountants, if they don't behave and do the right thing, they get in trouble by the ATO. They can lose their licenses and so on. So, you know, understand their motivation is, yes, to do the best they can for you, but ultimately they will do what's best for them and the rules that the ATO set out. Now, I believe often most accountants are super lazy, and when it comes to getting you the most in the tax deductions, or disorganized, or both, and predominantly they're not property investment specialists. They're not specifically understanding what you want as a property investor, and they don't understand real estate at all. They understand some numbers in a certain space, so they're not the be-all and end-all when it comes to this space. And often, they are the number 1 person that we rely on. Should I buy this property? Should I sell it? Should I keep it? Should I do something? What a terrible question to ask the wrong person, okay? Financial advisors and financial planners. Very sadly, financial planning, let me put this, like, I believe financial planners and financial planning is absolutely essential to your well-being in life. Like, there are so many good things the right financial planner can do with and for you and with your right team to make you so much safer, make you so much wealthier and more comfortable now and into the future. Sadly, the financial planning industry has been attacked, augmented, abused by institutions and government authorities, and it is really, sadly, in complete disarray. I think the other stats the other day, join me on Wealth, Wine and Wisdom on Friday. We'll talk about this. Andy Fenton, who is a fantastic financial planner, amazing guy. He's a wealth planner, not not like the ones we're talking about here. Sadly, the financial planners have been literally run out of Dodge by a bunch of bullies, okay? And I'm not going to sort of go off on a tangent right here, but sadly, financial planners, they're not financially wealthy themselves. You go and ask them, oh, what's your property portfolio? And they say, oh, I don't really believe in property. The share market beats property. Well, what a bullshit comment. The share market is nothing like property. It's like saying, an apple is the same as a chicken, right? They're friggin' different. Yes, you can eat them. Yes, they give you sustenance. 2 different kettles of fish. Too many acronyms and whatever's mixed up there. Apples, chicken, and fish. But you know what I'm talking about, right? They're not the same. Shares are fantastic. Property is fantastic. I love both. Okay? But don't ask a person who isn't a property investor nor wealthy from property, irrelevant, whoever they are. I don't care who they are. I don't care. You're asking the wrong person because they're not going to give you the right direction or advice or mentoring or coaching. Accountant. Who are the other 2 people that I see ruin property investment portfolios and people's futures? Anyone know? There's two people that are in here, the bank financial advisor. Yeah, they're just employees. You're dead right, Alison. Now, again, team, this is not, I'm not saying this to be mean. It is just what it is. Everyone has an agenda. You have one, I have one, the person at the bank has one. We all have agendas. As long as the agenda that you're looking for lines up with the same values as you and gets you what you want, then that's perfectly fine. All right, team? So you've got to understand where they're coming from, what do they want, what do you need, and are you going to get it? All right? Who are the other two, gang? Do you guys know? Sonia's right on it. Real estate agents. So, real estate agents. And property managers. Real estate agents and property managers. So, the first two, you go and ask them, how am I going financially? And they'll give you some terrifying comment that has no relevance to your plan, your acquisition plan, your future, whatever it is. And as far as I'm concerned, they do a poor job of understanding real estate, 99.9% of them. These two, because you think they have, because you think they're in the industry, like they're real estate, they should know. Again, they are terrible when it comes to property investing. 99% of real estate agents and property managers don't even own investment properties themselves. And very sadly, a lot of us rely on advice from these two people for the idea of holding and owning our properties. It is extremely annoying to us where we help people buy properties, and in the middle phase here, in the holding phase, in this phase here, when it's the kind of boring phase, team, you know, you gotta wait. There's not much you can do. You've deployed, you've entered the market, you've put your money to work, you've got good leverage, you've got some good properties in good positions. Maybe the market's gone sideways for a little bit, e.g. Brisbane. We got people buying in Brisbane in 15, 16, 17. They've been waiting a little while for the market to grow. Real estate agents, local ones, have been peppering those investors. Oh, the world's going to end. The market's shitting itself. You should sell now. It's called vendor conditioning. Anytime, let me tell you this, like, answer this question, gang, truthfully. If you called up a real estate agent randomly like a Ray White, whoever it is, I'm not going to name them, all right? You call up a real estate agent who sells property for a living, and you ask them, what do you reckon, mate? How's the market? Should I keep the property? I'm not quite sure. What do you think they're going to say? Yeah, mate, keep the property. I wouldn't sell it. You know why? Because that's the best thing to do. Or would they say to you, yeah, mate, the market's shit. You should sell it. Get out now while you can, and convince you to sell it. What's their agenda? Why ask somebody whose only outcome and income is to make money when they sell your property, should you keep it? Is everyone, do you guys know what I mean? Oh my Lord, poof. And this is the sort of thing we do, gang. Unfortunately, we default to these people here when we ask the question, should I keep my property? How's the market going? Am I doing okay? We ask the wrong people and we listen to the wrong information. The accountant, their job's to structure you and do your taxes. If they're not wealthy, extremely wealthy in real estate, don't ask them about wealth advice. Don't do that, please. You're not going to go the distance. Financial planners. Unfortunately, 99% of them aren't even allowed to talk about real estate. And then they'll tell you the share market does 10 times better, which is a bunch of bullshit. And then you'll sell your property, lose money, say, yep, I knew I would. And then you put your money into the share market and you'll do your dough there too, probably. All right? You go and ask a real estate agent, should I keep my property? And their only agenda is for you to get, the only way they make money is for you to sell your property. All right? And the property managers. These guys, unfortunately, don't do a great job either 99% of the time. Okay? Should I keep it? Well, what? They don't care. They're most of the time told, the only reason that real estate agency has a property management business is to feed the real estate agent's sales when those investors are sick of their properties. There are, unfortunately, very large real estate companies in Australia who purposefully do a bad job at property managing so the owners get sick of the properties and they want to sell. It's sad. I think it's like terrible, but this is the truth, gang. This is the truth. Unfortunately, we default to these people and wonder why property doesn't work, or it didn't work, or we got the wrong advice, or it feels like shit, or we're negative cash flow, we bought one property and it's been 10 years, etc., etc. Bit ranty today, aren't I? But gang, you know, this is the sort of thing. There's 4 people, unfortunately, we're socialized to listen to, and they're just the wrong people, gang. You guys know, you're in the mentoring group, you're in the mentoring program, you're getting coaching. You know, if you want the right outcome for property wealth, you want to build your property portfolio, you want to buy, you want to own and keep 5 to 7 plus properties as investments and your principal place of residence, you want to pay off your home, and you want to own some debt-free, tax-free, income-producing assets in the right structures, then you've got to ask some people who know what they're doing, all right? I know that me and my coaches, Sam and Tab and our team, know what we're doing because we do it and we have done it. Has that accountant, has that financial planner, has that real estate agent, has that property manager. These people are required to be on your 6-star team. Remember that, gang. They have to be part of the plan, but they can't be the ones telling you the strategy. I'm telling you right now, stop asking the wrong people. So there you go. Anyway, I think that's about it from me today. A little bit fired up. It just pisses me off, team. It just pisses me off, gang, when I know a lot of people, and some of you guys too, do a lot of work to get yourselves in a position to buy properties. And none of you believe this is a get-rich-quick scheme. And if you do, wake up and smell the roses. You know, it's not. Property is a slow, solid, reliable vehicle over a 10 to 20 year period. And it's that first 10 years where these people can derail you, and you need to talk to the right people. All right, you need to listen to the right advice and the right person when you're going through this journey, gang. All right, that's it from me. Done and dusted. Wealth Coffee Chat for Wednesday, the 4th of August. Done. And you guys stay safe, stay well wherever you are. Join me tomorrow for another one, round about the same time. At the moment, I'm kind of 8:05 is my number, I think. 8:05 is I tried to get it going by 8 o'clock, but I'm a bit off the pace. So I'll just say 8:05 because that's a good number. Join me at 8:05 for Wealth Coffee Chats. Anyway, gang, you guys stay awesome. And until I see you tomorrow, take care. Bye for now.